Hey, what's up, everybody? Today I'm not going to be the Walmart swag Kage. Oh, no. Today I'm going to be Steve the technician. So, as you could tell from that joke I made earlier, we're going to do some power scaling. But not just any power scaling. We're going to power scale the worst Dragon Ball movie of all time, Dragon Ball Evolution. So me and a bunch of friends, who I will briefly show on the shoutout list, as well as mentioning them on various forms of social media, whether it be in the descriptions or in the comment sections, were hate watching this movie, and we decided to crack a few jokes and power scale these characters just for the funny. And I was like, holy shit, this could actually make a pretty funny video. So, you know what? Without further ado, let's just get this started. So we should already know that everybody in this movie is way weaker than anybody in the actual show. Well, except for Bulma and Mai, and we'll just power scale them real quick. Oh, and we're gonna be using power levels since the Daizenshu uses them in Dragon Ball. So for starters, we gave Bulma a power level of about 4.5. And yes, these characters are so bad that we use decimals. And we gave Mai a power level of about 6.5. Now, while they are still weak, they're both stronger than their anime counterparts, considering they both fight in the movie. But now for the rest, and we're gonna kick things off with poor Yamcha, who we gave a power level of 3.5. Yamcha can't contribute much because he actually has no powers in this movie. Even the farmer with a shotgun would annihilate this version of him.
You're a loser!
Moving on, we have Goku's high school crush, Chi-Chi, with a power level of about 5.8. While she is stronger than Bulma, she's not as strong as Mai, considering she let her win in a tournament. Now we have the fearsome monsters that were made of King Piccolo's DNA. And honestly, we're just gonna call them the Tambourine Monsters to make it easier on ourselves. The Tambourine Monsters were given a power level of about 10 each. While they are stronger than Mai, considering her attacks did nothing to Goku, they did give Goku and Roshi a little bit of trouble. Moving on to another character that can low to mid diff Mai, we have Grandpa Gohan with a power level of 12, because he actually did low diff Mai, only to be one shot by King Piccolo 3 seconds later. Side note, we also gave him this power level because he was stronger than Goku when he was in high school. Next is Goku's teacher, the famous Master Roshi, who we've given a power level of 30. In Goku's very first encounter with him, he stood no chance whatsoever in a fight with him. Along with training him, he also uses his martial arts to bring Goku from the brink of death. Up next, we have Mr. Popo, who we've given... Wait, Sifu Norris. You know what? No, fuck you. That's just Mr. Popo. So we gave Mr. Popo a power level of 45 because he's Roshi's teacher, and we're not gonna let them downplay him like they did Yamcha. My question is, why didn't he help in the fight against King Piccolo? Next, we have the sages that sealed Piccolo away. We gave them a power level of 25 each, simply because a feat like that requires a good amount of power. Next, we have a gun. Yes, we are going to power scale a fucking gun, because Mai shoots Goku with this and almost kills him with it. We said that it had 20 units of power in it because we had a theory that King Piccolo had infused his ki into it. To be fair, it was the only theory that made sense since bullets can't harm Goku at this point of the movie. Up next is our main antagonist, King Piccolo, who we've granted a power level of 100. And he has some feats to back him up too. He kills Gohan, he makes some monsters out of his DNA, he theoretically infuses his DNA into a gun, and he tanks a Mafuba from Roshi. He also mind controls Ozaru Goku! But with all those other characters out of the way, all we have left is our main character, Son Goku. However, we have to scale Goku's power throughout the movie since he's the only one who actually trains. So from the beginning of the movie up until he trains with Roshi, his power level is about 8. We made him weaker than Kid Goku for 2 reasons. Not only did he struggle with Bulma, but he was afraid of getting hit by a fucking bullet! Then when he actually fights those Tambourine Monsters after he trains with Roshi, we gave him a power level of about 13, because while they did slow him down, they didn't really give him much trouble, so yeah. Then when he does his Kamehameha training, his power level reaches 20. And he reaches 25 after Chi-Chi, well, Mai in disguise, gives him a big old boner! Mai almost successfully kills Goku with a super gun, and then Roshi ends up saving his life, which raises his power level to 50, giving him his first of 2 Zenkais in this movie. Goku then goes literal apeshit as he turns into an Ozaru, and as you know, that's a 10 times multiplier, making his power level 500 at this point. Goku then controls and overpowers the form, which would give you a Zenkai technically, which would raise his power level to 100, which matches Piccolo's at this point. We can only describe this last scene as Goku overpowering Piccolo by tapping into the Ikari form, because that's the only way this scene could actually make sense, which gives him a power level of 1000 at the end. Alright, I think I've put myself through enough talking about this horrendous movie, so I'm just gonna mentally tap out. Have a great day, everybody.